perfect world. In this video, we are going to discuss about the resources on the earth. In that, an abundant amount of energy, it is called as the solar energy. The solar energy is also helpful for the vegetation. All types of vegetation covers on the earth. And the cultivable soil, which is most important for production of various types of crops on the earth's surface. Water is an also important resource. Then the use of modern technology. After modern technology, various types of man-made things and the use of wind energy. So here in this video, we are going to discuss about the natural resources, human-made resources and human resources. Before starting, we should know the meaning of the resources. The resources which have our environment provides us numerous things which meets our requirements. These things are known as the resources. For example, as the trees, animals, birds, landscape and water, etc. are included in the resources, and these resources we are using for our daily need. So some factors determine the value of the resources. In that factor, the cultural diversity in different countries. For example, in Japan country, they have one type of cultural diversity for green tea. They are habitual for drinking a green tea. Then second one is economy of the country. Suppose the economy of the country is developing or developed. So in that country, the resources having various types of values. Then demand, number 3. If the demand is high of that particular resources, then automatically the value for that resources becomes high. For example, in the desert, suppose in the desert water is not available, therefore for the water the demand is high, and that's why value is also high. Number 4, aesthetic quality. Aesthetic quality here it means the beautifulness of the landscape. For example, various types of tourist places. So for that tourist places and the land resources is present there. For example, Mahabaleshwar, Kulu Manali, Uti. In that places, the value for the land is high. So this is affecting on the value of the resources. Number 5, the availability. So as we have seen that in the desert, value of the water is high because of in that region the availability of the water is less, that's why. Number 6, time. Time is also important factor which determine the value of the resources. For example, in any places on the earth's surface, as the time is increasing, the time is going, the value of land has been also increasing. Number 7, skilled manpower. For example, doctor, lawyer, engineer, etc. For these peoples are working in various types of fields. So he has or they have various types of skills or salaries. So this is also which factor determines the value of the resources. And the last one is the modern technology. So because of the modern technology, the raw material we can convert into fine or finished material. For example, we can make sugar from sugarcane, we can clothes from cotton. So all these factors are determining the values of the resources on the earth's surface, and that we know very well how the value have been increasing of the particular resources. Basically, there are 3 types of resources are present on the earth's surface. First one is natural resources, second one is human made resources, and third one is human resources. So one by one we'll discuss regarding the three resources. So first, that is natural resources. This is natural resources are materials or things in the environment that occurs naturally and are used by humans in their natural form or with little modification. For example, we are using land for agricultural purpose as it is. We are using the soil which is present on the land for agricultural purpose. We are using water for drinking, for industry purpose. We are using forest for medicines and food also. Various types of animals also are using for food and for our daily needs. So friends, these are the natural resources are freely abundant on the earth's surface, and these we are using now here. Look at here the natural resources. Now come to the point number second, that is known as the human made resources. Here what we call here human made resources means the resources have been made by human with the help of the human mind and with the help of the technology. It means the resources are created by humans from natural available materials. For example, cement. We can make cement with the help of rocks and the chemicals. Cars we can create with the help of various metals. Electronic equipment, houses, roads, dams, bridges, metals, various types of papers, planes, helicopters. These are the man-made resources, and these resources we have created for our daily need. Look at here the various types of resources we have made for our consumption. Then come to the point number 3, human resources. Here people of a country involved in various professions. It is shown that the human resources, because of human is a resource, because of human is a resource, any other resources are used by the humans. For example, teacher, doctor, lawyer, engineer, scientist, accountant, welder, wireman, carpenter, postman, farmer, mechanic, pilot, soldiers. So these are the examples of the human resources. Without the human, any type of resources which are present on the earth's surface we can't use. That's why the human resource is a driving resources behind all the resources, natural resources and man-made resources. So we are using land for agriculture because of the technology which we have. We are using the electricity for the various purpose because of the various types of technology we have. So if we are not exist on the earth's surface, then we can't use these resources will never develop. That's why the human resources are the important resources, because of they create the another resources, they create another various types of resources. Look at here in this image. Now various types of classification of the resources are present. One by one we are going to discuss. There are basically 4 types of classification. First one is on the basis of renewability. Here renewability means the resources we can renew or they can renew by nature. In that, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy and hydel energy. These resources are present, and these are very well. Second one is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable means these resources will never renew or never regenerate. It can be generated, but it will take lakh and thousand million billions of years. In that, for example, minerals, various types of copper, gold, fossil fuels. In that fossil fuels, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. resources are present, and these resources are included in the renewable resources. and non-renewable resources. Then on the basis of development and use. So on this basis there are also two types of resources. One is potential resources and another one is actual resources. Potential resources means the resources we can use, but till now here we are using in small scale. For example, sunlight and tidal energy. We know the potential resources, but we are using in small scale. Its proportion we don't know, means we don't know how much sunlight is present, sun energy is present on the earth's surface, but we are using in small scale. And second one is actual resources. Actual resources, it is called as the resources that we know very well, that resources we are using in a large scale, on a large scale. For example, coal, hydel energy, fossil fuels means petrol, kerosene, diesel. So on the basis of development and use, potential resources and actual resources are present. Then on the basis of the origin, there are two types of resources. One is biotic resources, while another one is abiotic resources. Here we can say for biotic resources living things, and here for abiotic resources non-living things. For example, biotic resources, forest, grasslands, livestock. Livestock means here various types of animals, birds. These things we are using for our daily. And for abiotic resources, for example, land, water, minerals and power resources are there. So after the on the basis of the origin, the last classification, it is called as the on the basis of distribution on the earth's surface. On the basis of the distribution of the resources, there are two types of resources. One is localized resources, while another one is the ubiquitous resources. Here localized resources means coal, fossil fuel. For example, coal and fossil fuel means localized resources, the resources which are present on the earth's surface at a certain place. For example, fossil fuel, crude oil, natural gas, CNG is present in some part of the world. For example, in Arabian countries, in India, Mumbai High. So these resources are present on the earth's surface in a specific place. It is not found everywhere on the earth's surface. These resources are called as the localized resources. While ubiquitous resources means these resources are abundantly present on the earth's surface. For example, sunlight, wind energy and tidal energy. So these energy are available, these resources are available everywhere on the earth's surface. So after this class